The book is in part a rewrite or a wrestling with the U.S. Department of Defense's Dictionary of Military and Associated Terms. The DoD has its own dictionary, which is meant to standardize military correspondence and is a supplement to standard English dictionaries. So the words that we find are not words that the DoD has invented, but words that we use every day that they have redefined to fit in a war context. So, for example, the term itself, look, has been redefined by the DoD to mean, in mine warfare, the period during which a mine circuit is receptive of an influence. The influence being the person that steps on the mine. So that definition itself, I think, is a good example of the kind of acrobatics and the violence against language that must be committed in order to excuse and sanitize the violence against bodies. I think I'll start maybe by reading, actually, a poem about my father, because the first poem that Percy's published was a poem about my father that I'm too embarrassed to read, but I'll read another one instead. It's called Safe House. Most of the words that begin with the letter S in this poem, for example, are terms from the DoD's dictionary. Sanctuary where we don't have to sanitize hands or words or knives, don't have to use a scale each morning, worried we take up too much space. I scan my memory of Bubba talking on the screen, answering a question. How are you? I would ask and ask from behind the camera, his face changing with each repetition as he tried to watch the football game. He doesn't know this is the beginning of my scribing life, repetition and change, a human face at the seaport in a home growing smaller. Let's search my father's profile, mustache black and holding back a secret he still hasn't told me. Section of the couch that's fallen a bit from his repeated weight, sector of the government designed to keep him from flying. He kept our house secure, except from the little bugs that come with dried herbs from Iran. He gives security officers a reason to get off their chairs. My father is not afraid of sedition. He can seize a wild pigeon off a Santa Monica street or watch the seizures unfold in his sister's bedroom, the FBI storming through. He said, use wood sticks to hold up your protest signs, then use them in self-defense when their horses come. His eyes sensitive when he passes advice to me like I'm his sequel, like we're all a serial caught on Iranian satellite TV. When you tell someone off, he calls it servicing. When I stand on his feet, I call it shadowing. He naps in the afternoon and wakes with sheet lines on his face, his hair upright. The sound of shells specify the sound of mussel shells on the lip of the Bosphorus, crunching beneath his feet. He's given me shelter and shielding, shown it's better to travel away from the shoal. Let them follow you, he says, from somewhere in Los Angeles waiting for me. If he feels a shortfall, he doesn't tell me about it.